Yo, good morning, family, friends, distinguished guests. Yo, my name Antoine, aka Chari Kumar, coming to you live and direct up in East St. Louis, Illinois. Felt like this was the appropriate time for me to address something that I tried before, and unfortunately it didn't work out at the time I tried it. But it's just a little introduction of myself, where I come from, where I'm at, and where I'm going. Okay, born and raised Miami, Florida, Sunshine State. Uh, Coming up as a kid, I was always athletic, love sports, box, football, basketball. I was just all the way, all around. Couldn't stay still. Had to be doing something. But it came a time and point in my life where the games, that came to an end, and I started indulging in other things that was more so detrimental than beneficial. I started, partaking in crime. And once I started doing that, school, I became nonchalant about that. I wasn't too interested in school anymore. Parents, mom was doing her thing, pops was doing his thing, and so I was pretty much just left to mess. Some of my best thinking got me in trouble. While I was in and out of juvenile and things of that nature. Uh, just to give you a little, some of the things that I experienced coming up as a kid. I stole cars, helped steal cars, sold dope, never smoked dope, smoked weed, tried weed. I even tried to, toot a little bit, but I didn't take no liking to that. That right there didn't too tough fit well with me. Um, I wasn't a weed head, but I I did and dab, from time to time. Uh, Drunk a little liquor or beer, as you would say, from time to time, but it wasn't nothing that I took a liking to the point where I just had to have it. Not even the weed, just an occasional thing. But stealing the cars and stuff like that, snatching the pocketbooks, that right there was it became like a hobby. Something that I enjoyed doing. I took a liking to it because we did what we did. We got away. Whenever we did get caught, we just jumped back out. Try it again. But as time progressed, being in and out of juvenile, becoming a product of my environment, despite the fact, I wasn't uh, raised in the projects or in a criminal infested environment. I just chose to go there. I chose to dip and dab in it, you know. Um, as time progressed, me growing up, getting older, um, at the age of 18, I ended up getting this situation that, mom couldn't get me out. I had to sit down for a little bit. I caught some time, me and some cats. We had done did some dudes that I normally wouldn't run with, you know, doing something like that. But it's just this time right here, just out of the clear blue, we linked up and did something. Um, it's ironic, like 2 weeks prior, one of the cats had came to me, after we had a little beef going on. But I was trying to, get with him, and actually I was trying to kill him, but it didn't go that way. Well, my mom and them had a car wash. I was running a car wash one day, so they had them went to the store to get some more supplies. So when I seen the cat, and I was like, this is my time to strike right now. So I just abandoned the car wash and went to go handle that. So once I had them ran up on the car, and just as soon as I was about to, raise the gun up to bust him, my car took off. My car took off. It just started moving forward. I know I put my car on park before I got out the car, but it started moving forward. So just automatically, I'ma just go try to save my car because it was about to roll out into a busy street. I ain't want that to happen. But once I had done ran to my car, that gave the other cat, the opportunity to run. He didn't jump in the. He didn't just pull off in the car because I would have gave chase. But he got out, ran, went in the store, and told the people to call the police. But I got locked up for terroristic threats and acts. So moving forward, 2 weeks, week or two after that, he came to me. He was like, he know where I lick at. So he needed to use a gun. So I only in no cats my guns or whatever. But especially this cat right here, we never did nothing on that level before. So instead of me telling them no, I wanted a part of it. So I was like, man, put me down. So time came, when we had done linked up, the time for us to, bust a move or whatever. We was riding around all day. We was in my car, you know what I'm saying, riding around, wilding, you know, doing all, doing some of everything, until the time come for us to, hit the lick or whatever. So, mom and was like, my brother, he was playing school football, high school football. So they were trying to get me to go to the game, but I wasn't. My mind was keyed in on, doing this right here, getting this little bread or whatever, and then pressing gas. But it didn't go down like that. So once we had the time come for us to hit the lick or whatever, we up there on the hill chilling, scoping out the scenes and all. So I told the cat, I was like, bro, there's too many people around, you know what I'm saying? Let's just leave and come back. But me seeing things now versus back then, I feel like if we would have left and came back, the place probably would have been closed. I want to end up getting jammed in. But me not, you know, listening to my intuition and saying, what, bro, I'm finna dip. I'm gonna leave you, whatever. The thing about it was my gun. So if I would have left, he would have what he wanted to did. Now he would have just ended up leaving too. Cause he ain't had no heat with him. But I ended up staying. So we did what we did or whatever. Got away. Next day we get jammed. Boom. They knocked me off. So make a long story short, I had done. They were trying to give me 25 years at first, but I ended up pleading not to 15 in my best interest because they done him and the other nigga they had done wrote statements, gave full confession and everything, and implicated me. So I took my lick and kept on ticking. I ain't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing. I ain't seen nothing, and I learned that the hard way. You know what I'm saying? By telling on myself, letting them crackers trick me, promising me that or whatever. But I learned from that. I learned that the hard way. I don't know nothing. I ain't seen nothing. You feel me? So I ended up taking the 15 years, going down the road, and I had my little ups and downs, and I fought. Everything I realized that I done, you know, got myself in when I was behind the fences or whatever could have been avoided. You know what I'm saying? Peer pressure, not using common sense or whatever. When I was faced with certain situations. And throughout my incarceration, I was able to, get my GED. And every facility that I went to, I always sat back and seen, what they had to offer. Whether it was cosmetology, uh, anything that I could get that's gonna take me that I could take back to the streets with me. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get it. If I was able to get it, because some classes they didn't want you to get if you didn't have, if you only had certain amount of time left to do, then you would meet the qualifications to enroll in that class. But I was able to, get a few things. Like I took all type of self help classes, anger management, substance abuse. Beside my GED, I was able to get my CDL license, so I was driving. Once I had done got to that point where I can drive, that worked out. That worked out good in my best interest. So that's something I could take back to the streets with me once I make my re-entry back into society. So that went on and everything like that. So I basically like sat back. I read a lot. I prayed a lot. When I went to prison, I was in the Christian faith. As time progressed, I started studying Islam. Islam, it helped broaden my horizon. Gave me a general perspective about life. It you know it it inspired me to go back, and see like where my race of people come from. It helped me study humanity. But as time progressed, I kind of like strayed from that. I studied yoga, Buddhism, Hinduism, Rastafarian. I don't study some everything. So right now, I believe in the Most High. I don't put no limitations on me and what I stand for. I'm open minded. Um, I don't knock different religions, whatever. What y'all do, what y'all believe. More power to you. It all meets up to the same. That one common place. It ain't but one God. Whatever you choose to call him, it ain't but one God. Um, with that being said, I just once I had done, you know, did my time or whatever, I got out. I know I didn't want. I definitely wasn't getting back out the way I came in, the way I went in. So I know I wasn't go pick no pistol back up, not to go rob nothing. I wasn't go pick no dope up to go sell nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I could work for these cracker for a pack out, which is a old ass peanut butter sandwich, some mystery meat, or some pimento cheese and a dried up ass fruit. Why I can't go out here in the streets and find me a job? If it's minimum wages or whatever, I got a plan when I get it. I'm not gonna just get there and stay there working for minimum wages when it's more I can achieve. Other positions I could take on that could possibly pay me more money. Or better yet, apply myself, work this job and apply myself for something better. Then when I get that better job or whatever, then I'll go on here to make my transition. So I got out. You know what I'm saying? I knew what I wanted to do far as uh, relationship wise. I want to do things different. I want to be a one man woman. I want to be just a queen. I can just for me. You know what I'm saying? We can have a family or whatever. That's what I want to do. That was part of my plan too. Unfortunately, it didn't work that way. I found myself, you know, not sticking to my standards and my expectations. It's like I got dazzled vision when I seen certain things. Couldn't get past what I wanted. However, I had to learn, you know, about that as time progressed too, about sticking to the script. You know, if I got a blueprint of what I want, I need to stick to that. You know, don't deviate from that. Don't allow nothing else to cause me to deviate from that. So got out, you know, things didn't really go too good for me as far as with employment, but I was able to go to school, you know, get my CDL certification, got my forklift certification. So I went back home, you know, from I did my by the way I did my time up in GA up in Georgia. So when I got out, I went back home, went back to Miami. I found me a job through a temp service, making $8 an hour. Shit, I worked a job making $8 an hour like I was getting paid $28 an hour. So in the process of me doing that, I was at a warehouse doing machine working and all that. So I was still applying myself. So one day, one of my partners, you know, he was like, "Boy, you ever tried that sanitation?" So I was like, "Nah." I'm like, "You know, what are they pay good?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, cool." I started, you know, I had a couple cats I knew that was driving garbage trucks. You know, they looked out or whatever. So I had left the warehouse making $8 an hour. I started with a moving company, driving 18 wheelers, you know, from state to state. Made almost 3 stacks in 9 days. That didn't work out. They had done stuck me for like 8 grand. So it took everything in me for me not to go back to this warehouse. But I knew this warehouse, even though I was making $8 an hour, it was still consistent work and it was stable income. So but the thing about it, what made it different this time when I went back, I ain't go back with just my CDL. I went back with my forklift certification too. So in due time of me being back there, they took me up to they had me doing shipping and receiving. So this time I'm operating a forklift, loading trucks, unloading them, you know, doing some everything now. Driving the company truck and all. So they bumped my pay up from $8 to nine fifty. 950. So I'm doing a little better now. So went from there. My homegirl, she knew a dude that had box trucks. You know, he was doing appliances for Lowe's. Jumped on that, boom. Went from making 950 to $100 a day. I'm working 7 days a week. I'm grinding. I'm trying to eat. So that lasted for a little bit. To this nigga here, you know, he one of them more. He want everybody to know this is, you know, this is his truck. You know, he want people to know he in charge. So that really didn't sit too well with me. Cause me and him almost hit a couple of times on site. You know what I'm saying? In the people yards or whatever. It was about to go down. But anyway, I shook that. Went from there. Then I started with the sanitation, doing garbage truck. I done went from $100 a day to 115. From 115, 125. From 125 to 130. So I'm doing Corrada, side loader. I'm doing some of everything. So as time progressed, I went from that. I got laid off. Me and about 13 other people got laid off. So I had to find me a job somewhere else. Um, I went to another company doing the same thing. So they started me out with like 135. But I got the hang of it. I'm a beast now, you know what I'm saying? So I got experience and everything, so they can't chump me out with the pay. So here I go. I'm out there doing my thing. So I was there for like almost 7 years, getting it. So I messed around and got with the front end, got on the front end. I left them for like a couple weeks to this other job doing front end. But I ain't really too to like how they did business over there neither. So I went back. But when I went back with experience to do front end. So, but I did went back doing karate, but I still had experience on front end. So it came a time when you had cats quitting or whatever. So they called me to to fill in on the route. I did it and everything. So that worked out good. So now I know y'all probably think about, damn, where he at? He look like he in jail now. He got a bunk up there, like he in a jail cell. But nah, I'm in my truck. I'm in my 18 wheeler. I'm on another journey right now. You know what I'm saying? Got up one morning. I said, damn, I'm 41 now. So by the time I get 43, 44, I want to been out and already made the moves I need to make to be in a better space. You know what I'm saying? As far as my own, making my own. That's where I'm at right now. Lease purchase, owner operator. You know what I'm saying? So this basically my business right here. This my business and it's my crib. You feel me? My business and my crib. Understand that. I ain't staying with nobody. I'm solo like Polo. My business and my crib. Wherever I go at, wherever I end up at, that's where I'm staying at. You feel me? I got 2 bunks. You know what I'm saying? I got refrigerator, microwave, flat screen TV, everything I need. You understand? I use the bathroom, shower, and everything in the truck stop. I get points. Points on my car when I get fuel. I get free showers and all that. Yeah. I do all that. But dig this. I'm still always looking for something better. You understand? It's a big world out here. And I'm still young. You know. Shout out to my son. He 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the hard pills I had to swallow by coming out here. You know what I'm saying? Because what really, made me embark on this journey because my mom had got diagnosed with lung cancer. So by her being in GA, I'm down there in Florida. I said I need to go out there and take care of my mom, which I did that. Once my mom, started doing better and everything like that, then it was time for me to step out and do what I got to do because I had brothers up there too, family up there, they could fill in where I left off at, So I did that. But I was thinking about that, when I was making a transition about my son, all the stuff I had and been through, from seeing him in the Walmart parking lot, Pizza Hut parking lot, to spending the money while I was getting him every other weekend. You know what I'm saying? So now I don't really see him like that, like I used to, but that's part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? Some things you go lose out on. Some things, it's about compromising and sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? But the move is made not just for me, it's for him too. He go benefit. I'm still paying child support. You know what I'm saying? His old girl, she tripping. We ain't where we need to be, but that's cool though. I just let go and let God. I pray for her. You know what I'm saying? God know my heart. He know my intention. He know I love my son. You see what I'm saying? So I leave it as that. So now I'm getting me a peace of mind. I'm touring the world, looking at everything that it has to offer. It's a beautiful world out here. You know what I'm saying? Some places I never go back unless I'm rolling through there to drop this weight off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me saying I'm a move there. But anyway, I don't want to put too much on this one video right here. This is just an introduction. Oh, before I leave, I wanna mention this right here. Let me elaborate on this. Some of y'all kind of like in the loop by what this name Chari Kamar is. Chari Kamar is a name that I discovered for myself. Uh, Chari, it's an English word, really spelled Chary. It means to be cautious, aware. But I spell it the way I spell it. Then Kamar is a African name, Swahili, which means warrior. So Chari Kamar, Chari Kamar, very cautious warrior. That's me. You see what I'm saying? Warriors are born, soldiers are made. Ain't nothing made by me. You feel? Very cautious warrior. That's me. Okay.
Volume is at 50%.
Sorry about that. Back at you. Listen. When I was a kid, as far as I can remember, I always been intrigued with reggae. I love the culture. I love the dialect. Thing about Jamaica. My dad is originally from Cat Island, Bahamas. Born and raised in Miami, Florida. My mom from Miami, Florida. But always been infatuated and intrigued with Jamaica. I love reggae. That's my passion. You know, that's my genre of music, reggae. I listen to other music, I write other music, but my passion is reggae. Okay, so I'm working on some things now. You know what I'm saying? That I'm trying to put out there sooner or later. But know that I'm working. I got books out on the road, portrait books, a book about my life I'm still writing on. So that's where I'm at right now. You know, time is of the essence. I can't do everything in one day, but I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? So y'all like this video. You know, I know y'all got, if y'all ain't going through what I've been through or what I'm going through, I'm pretty sure y'all know somebody that's that done been through what I'm going through or that's still going through what I'm going through or probably heading down that road. You know, I'm pretty sure some jewels in here that I dropped on how I dealt with certain situations and how I stayed persistent, you know, in my battles and in my journey and how I'm still rolling. Despite the fact I came up, you know what I'm saying, young, wilding, you know, making some crazy mistakes or whatever and decisions, I ain't laid down. You feel me? I paid my debt to society. I did my 15 years. So guess what? If I whatever I did to land me in prison, I'm doing that now to keep me out of prison. You see what I'm saying? That's for somebody that ain't got self control. I got self control. You feel me? I got self control. I don't need nobody telling me what to do and how to do it and when to do it. You feel me? No. And yeah, guess what? I shared a bunk when I did the 15 years, and I got a bunk right now, and it's just me in here. A nigga ain't got no business in here. You feel me? I'm solo. I don't need no team. Period. You feel me? I fulfill my own dream. So guess what? You can too. It's just based on you, what you want to do, and how you want to do it. So it gonna be some people out there that got something to say that's ignorant, that's negative. But guess what? Man, damn you. If you ain't for me, you against me. Get like me or be better than me. That's it. Until next time.